Good morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an inspiremercial for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson, and at the end of every semester, I try to get back with the interns and see what has actually transpired the entire semester. So they've been with me this spring for 16 weeks, and so Makai, what's going on?
Um, okay, you just put me on the spot.
What you learned? What you got to take away to put on that resume?
All right, so essentially, this as far as like my internship experience, I got a lot of experience in 3D modeling in particular. So essentially, my job was to create a suit that kind of works hand in hand with some kind of motion capture software. There were two of them in particular, but we kind of scrubbed one and decided to emphasize another one because that program in itself, it kind of focuses on precision and accuracy, and we want, as far as motion capture, we want to produce the best capture of the body's movements as possible. So from there, I had to essentially design a suit that is capable, of capturing your body's movement as precisely and as accurately as possible. So a lot of that involved 3D modeling or just being super creative and coming up with things that I've seen outside of my regular everyday life and applying what I've learned in regular life to here, essentially. So I've applied some things such as like from basketball, I've watched not characters but players. They wore knee sleeves and knee pads and stuff like that. So that application I then applied to here to create essentially a suit out of like using knee pads and things that go around your feet and stuff like that. So it was a lot of 3D modeling, 3D printing, and just being very super creative and thinking out the box, because that works more often than not.
So this really augmented your mechanical engineering skill set that you came in with.
Mm-hmm, especially when it came to 3D modeling. I didn't do a lot of it. It's like we had a class for it, and then after the class, it was like, okay, I did that. I did that little portion of it, and I kind of had some experience, but I got a lot of experience, dipping and dabbling in different modeling software and essentially deciding which one worked best for me, which one I liked the most, and then from there understanding like the different tools, because you'd be surprised not be surprised, but most of the tools are the same within each program. So just understanding what each tool does, and now it's like, okay, I see this before in this program. Now I can use the same thing in this program, but this program works better for me. So like, all that is just application, learning and relearning and then applying it to something else. So it was great. It was a great experience.
Okay, so we were happy to have you. I wish you the best. Okay?
Thank you.
Right. And so here we have a read. All right, a read. Just tell me, so what are you walking away with?
I walked away with not just things technically, but technically I learned how I worked with Makai and I learned how immersive live virtual reality works. So I got to make some. I learned how like Unreal Engine technical skills, and like more like how to build things on the go, like while thinking, how to learn, and also how to communicate and working with a team. Like I worked with Makai, who's a great guy, and like working in everything, integrating in projects together, and trying to do things I haven't done before. That was a really big thing. So doing things I haven't done before and learning how to like navigate my way into that was a big thing. And also like making time to also like communicate with your team where you're at and all of that. So I have a lot of takeaways I've learned from this class, from this internship, but it's been an amazing experience. So it's been working with everybody is a hell of a trip.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for going to work with Gena, and I'm so into finding out who's going to be those next interns and what impact they're going to make over the summer. Okay, summer is usually our biggest time for interns, and but we always do the best we can do to make sure that you all walk away with a skill set. So I want to thank you for going to work with Gena. If you have if there are any inspirations that you've missed, please don't hesitate to go to YouTube and come on to work with Gena.